today we're going to do a circuit. And normally in our classroom, I would set up a circuit with 8 or 10 different exercises, and you would move through the room to each of those stations. With my filming abilities and working out at home, that's not really possible. So what we're going to do instead is do our own circuit, staying in place. We're going to do it 2 different ways, so you have this strategy for whenever you might want to plan a circuit workout on your own. In the first round, we're going to do it with a timer. So we're going to do 45 seconds of effort, 15 seconds rest. And then we'll move to the next exercise. In the second round, we're going to count reps. So this is a good opportunity to explore which way you prefer. Certainly the second time you might be a little more tired, so keep that in mind when judging which one you liked better. But it's a nice way to give yourself a couple of options with this format. So we're going to warm up. The first round will be timed, the second round will be reps, and then we'll cool it down. So let's get started. So from here, standing with your feet shoulder width apart, go ahead, bending at the hips, bending at the knees, squat and come up. So again, nice and easy, nice and slow. Keep your range of motion small the first couple times. Pull the belly button to the spine. And now we're gonna add a little leg lift. So when you squat, bring your leg up any amount. Right now, I don't really care what direction it goes in, just kind of explore. Maybe use this as a chance to challenge your balance. I'm going through all kind of forward, side, back as an option. So again, you choose what makes sense for you. So work on your balance a little as you warm up. Keep going. Let's do 2 more total. Good. From here, go ahead and roll out your shoulders. Keep your legs moving. Add your elbows. And then get full arm circles to the best of your ability. Let's just do 1 at a time. And let's go the opposite way. So forward, add your elbows, both at once. And go ahead and swing it out side to side. Again, no specific position you need to be in. Just shifting your weight to one leg, swinging the arms. Start to make this a little bigger and add a little bend at the waist. So pull the belly in, swing, look up to where your hands are going to add your head. So let's go ahead and do 4 more, 3 more. This should feel kind of good, especially if you've been sitting a lot. Last one each side. From here, we're going to do a plie, so feet are wide. Go ahead and plie, reach the arms up. Plie, reach the arms up. So again, the back is long and straight. You want to reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. We're not sending our booty back like we would in a squat. So let's do 4 more, and 3, and 2. Last one. We're going to reach one arm across and pull it back. So think about reach and pull. Bring the other arm forward. Pull, pull and punch. 2, and 1 other side. So go ahead and reach and pull, and then the other arm can come along and pull. I don't even want you to worry too much about what this looks like or if you feel like, oh, am I doing it right? We're just adding movement. So if you're moving, you're doing it right. How does that sound? From here, go ahead and start to jog it out. You can always march. That's always your option, just to get the heart rate up a little bit. And from here, we're going to go into jumping jacks. So you can do low impact or high impact, your choice. Set a 20. Keep going. Nice long arms here. Did I lose count? Maybe. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring your heels to your glutes. So really think of contracting your hamstring, the back of your leg, to bring your heel to your glutes. Let the arms just kind of swing here for 4 more, for 3 more, for 2. Last 1. We're going to do a roll down here. So chin to the chest. Come to a high plank. Do little shrugs here. So spread the shoulder blades apart, pull them together, apart and together. You can do this on your knees if you need to. For 3 and 2 Last one, bend your knees, walk it back up. We're going to roll it to a side plank. So walk your hands out, going to the left. So you can be here. This is a nice option on the left knee, or you can come to a full side plank. Tip on your planks, if you're fairly new to side planks, you can spread the feet apart wider, and that will give you a larger base. The more you stack your feet, the harder it will be. Come to the center, second side. So again, you can stack your feet, spread them, come to your right knee, whatever helps you find a good challenge in your side plank. Come to the center, pull your belly in, walk your hands back, and rise up. One more set of jumping jacks here. So again, you can be here. Great place to be. We're just looking to move the whole body. Keep going. Nice strong movements. Imagine your arms are wings. So again, whether you're doing it low impact or high impact, the arms stay the same. It's just the legs that change. Here we go for 4 more. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and march it out. We're going to get started with our intervals. So I have a list here. I'm going to use our timer to help move us through. And we're going to start with squats. So I'm going to talk about variations as we do them. So go ahead and bring your feet hip width apart, and we'll get started right here. So here we go. Squat down and up. Now you can start to come to the balls of your feet. That gives you kind of a practice for a plyometric. Or you might even add a little jump, land softly. Whichever you do is fine. You might do like we did in the warm-up, bringing a leg up. Again, make it your own. Your workout, your body, your choice. Here we go. 15 more seconds. Stay with it. And you can alternate. You can change directions if you're into that. Make sure you go both ways. We're almost done. And then we get rest. Whew. So 15 seconds of rest. The next thing we're going to do is an ab exercise called alternate knee hugs. So you're going to hug one leg in, extend the other leg out, and you're just going to switch. That's simple. Here we go. So really lengthen the opposite leg. It's similar to bicycles that way, but we're not getting so much into the obliques. Really curl up, pulling your belly in, chin towards your chest, scooping in the belly the whole time. Reach and scoop. Now, if you need to, you can have your legs up higher, or if you want more, have them lower. Again, it all counts. Keep going. Keep breathing. Long back of the neck. You're almost done. Stay with it. Nothing lasts too long here in our circuit, which can be really nice. And rest. Next we have push-ups. As a reminder, no such thing as girl push-ups. There are modified push-ups and other types of push-ups, but there are no girl push-ups. I do prefer, if you're not ready to do full push-ups, that you just lower down all the way, chest to the ground, come back up. Otherwise, push-ups. So again, lower all the way down, come to the ground. Those of you doing regular push-ups, the rest of the body is strong. The only thing moving is a bend in the elbow, so we're not bringing our hips down. It's a strong bend in the arms. Pull the belly in, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the legs. I did these yesterday, so they're pretty hard for me today. Stay with it. You can do it. Breathe. Squeeze and breathe. Again, everything is activated here. Your legs, your abs, your glutes, whatever it is. Again, you can do them on your knees, but I think it's way better to lower down all the way. And rest. Next thing we're going to do is for the back, called bird dog. We're going to be on hands and knees. For those of you who do yoga, familiar place. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, knees under hips. Long neck. Reach opposite arm and leg. Bring elbow to knee. Reach and set them down. Next side. Reach. Elbow to knee. Reach. So before you do the next one, tuck your tailbone under so it's happening more from the glutes. That threw off my balance. And less from your back. Right? So you do want to use your back, but not entirely. So a little tuck in the hips. Opposite arm and leg. Stay with it. Opposite arm reaches. Keep the breath flowing. We're almost done. Again, the nice thing about circuit is everything just goes pretty fast. Whew, and rest. Next we have lateral lunges. Lots of options here. Make sure that you're thinking of your knee tracking over your toe in any option. Focus on that first. Everything else comes second. Wide stance. Here we go. So you're going to lunge. Make sure your knee and foot are in the same plane. Lateral lunge. Now you can stand up fully and touch the ground. You can add a version where you bring the leg up and then you can lunge to the other side. Again, whatever works for you. Whatever variation helps you keep good alignment and is a nice challenge for you is the one I want you to pick. Keep it going. Whatever helps you. Again, it's all about your workout. It's not about what works for your neighbor. You don't even know who your neighbor is right now, perhaps. Whew. And rest. Next we have Spider-Man jumps, so we're going to get a little out of breath. I'll show you your variations, but we're going to start in a plank form. It's kind of a planky set here. So go ahead and get into a plank. Squeeze your belly, step your left foot forward, step your right foot forward. Now, if that's too difficult, you can always just tap a little bit closer. And your next option, keeping everything nice and strong, is to jump and switch. Jump and switch. You can also do a variety of those things, so tapping once per leg, and then maybe jumping once per leg. So that's up to you. Stay strong. These are tough. I believe in you. Do you believe in you? Land quietly. I just shook everything, so I knew I wasn't landing quietly. Keep breathing. This won't last terribly long. Keep that in mind. Rest. Whew. They just don't seem to get easier. Next, we're going to do lunges, regular, good old-fashioned lunges. Because we're using a timer, I encourage you to alternate. When you're counting, you can do a couple reps on the same side, but we're going to alternate. So standing tall, step back, and switch. Now, if you want, you can do pendulum lunges where you're going forward and back. That's up to you, or you can just do the step back version. Keep the torso nice and lifted, shoulders back, breath is flowing. Again, as always, good form first, variations second. Woo, keep breathing. Always an opportunity to improve our balance, right? Yeah, 10 more seconds, stay with it. Nice strong lunges here. Each rep counts. And done. The next thing we're going to do is experiment with some side planks. So if at any point you need to take a break or go to your elbow, please do that. Otherwise, I'm going to show you a whole host of side plank variations. Let's come to our left side. So again, if you remember from the warm-up, you had some options. So your first option is to lift your leg up and down. Nice challenge there. You can also bring the leg forward and then tap it behind you. Tap forward and behind you. That comes from Pilates. That's a nice option. You can bring elbow to knee, keeping everything else nice and still. Again, try a variation that works for you. So you can just play around. You might arch the body, come to that knee. Again, lots of different versions. Spreading the feet wider if you need more stability, stacking the feet if you want that challenge. So again, whatever version makes sense for you, everything is temporary. Whew, that's good stuff. Let's do that on the right side. So I do invite you to play around with your side planks. Just keeping the body nice and still, let that top leg move around without changing the rest of your body. So here you go. So again, playing around. You might tap forward or back, and it's fine to do different things or stick with one. You can also, I should note, if you're on your knee, you can still bring your leg up and down. You can also bring it forward back. So that doesn't change any of that. You can still bring elbow to knee. So lots of good variations. Breathe. The only way side planks get easier is by doing side planks. I don't know if you consider that good or bad news. I'll just tell you it's the truth. Keep breathing. Keep going. I'm breathing hard, are you? Probably, right? Yeah, it's good for us. Take a break. We have one more in our time series. That's it. And then we'll go to reps. The last thing we're going to do is a little cardio blast high knees. Again, I'm going to show you a couple of different variations throughout. So the first variation is doing it low impact but high intensity in the sense the knees are coming up nice and tall. You can also add an alternate kind of little oblique move here by bringing opposite elbow to opposite knee. You can jog it out. I'm actually not always a fan of the high impact option because I think you can get some really good work in the body by focusing more on bringing the leg up and less on speed, but you can kind of change that around. So you might do 4 up and then add some twisting and alternate between. That's up to you. Your workout, your choice. Stay with it. We're almost done. Catch your breath for a moment. This is the perfect time for a glass of water, a little drink, so let's do that. And then we'll get to our counted round and our round 2 here. Now, I gave you 10 different exercises, but as a reminder, it's your workout, your body. You do what makes sense for you. If you want to modify any of these, please do. Just remember that if you're modifying because something's hard, I want you to try to do the hard thing. If you're modifying because something doesn't feel good or you're not supposed to do it, then modify. So again, know the difference between, oh, I'd rather not, and actually it's pretty good for me. So what we're going to aim for are 12 reps of each. Some you're going to find super easy for 12 reps, others more challenging. Either way, we're going to have that equanimity of 12 of each. So let's just get started, right? So squats, you choose what you do going for 12. So here we go. Make sure you fully stand up each time. You can rise up to the balls of the feet. You can do a jump. I have to remember to count. That's the challenge I have. You can choose to count or just trust me. Who knows what you'll get if you trust me. In my mind, we have 2 more. Last one, heading to the mat for those alternate knee hugs. Now, in your own circuit, you might decide to take a little break between sets, or you might just keep going like we're going to do. That's up to you. Alternate knee hugs, 12 of them. 1, 2. So again, keep breathing, scooping in the belly. So really getting a strong sense of this idea of scooping. That comes from Pilates. We have just 2 more. I think 1 more just because I wanted to even it out. There we go. Next we have push-ups, 12 of these. If you're doing the lower down version, I want to give you a different challenge. So that's the one I'm going to model today because like I said, I'm sore from push-ups yesterday. Otherwise, go ahead and do 12 push-ups. If you're working on push-ups, again, really strong in the body. Squeeze the glutes, legs, and abs. Tap one shoulder, tap the other shoulder, push all the way down, or lower all the way down, right? So here you go, 1, 2, 3. So we're already halfway there. You're gonna do a total of 4 of those. 1, 2, and 3. So my plop downs, we're alternating one last time. And lower down. Tough stuff, but we're tough too. Bird dog, here we go. 1 arm, 1 leg, opposite elbow to knee, reach and down. That's 1. Lots happening per rep here. That's 2. So again, thinking about form, tuck the tailbone gently to keep it from being too much in your lower back. So again, your back is going to be doing work here, but we don't want it to be overwhelmed. I believe we're on 8. So that would make this 9. Stay with it. That's actually wrong because we wouldn't be on the even side. See, these are the things that happen when I teach from home. Let's do 1 more each side. That should even us out. You know how to email me your complaints if I'm doing it wrong. Good, go ahead and release. What I do like about reps on some moves is it gives you more time to challenge yourself. So we're going to try that in our lateral lunges this time. we're going to stay on one side, do 6 on one side, and then switch to the other. So let's step right. And again, I invite you to see if you can bring your leg up. You might not be doing that. You might stay with that leg down, and that's fine. So again, this is fine for your lateral lunges. 4, 5, heck yeah, 6. Second side. So again, you can stay in that wide stance and lunge, or you can do this variation here. So you're going to lunge to the left, leg up. Lunge to the left, leg up. So there's advantages to timing it, and there's advantages to doing it with reps. Different strokes for different folks. Last one. Whoo, lateral lunges. Next we have Spider-Man jumps. So because we're doing 12, you might decide you want to do a harder version. I don't know, that's up to you. So as a reminder, bringing the foot forward for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, keep breathing, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo, that gets the heart rate up. Good stuff. Lunges. So we're going to do the same thing we did with lateral lunges. We're going to stay on one side. Let's start with the left leg back first. So the same thing, you might play around with a knee up or a kick, whatever makes you happy. 4. You're so close to being done. Last one, 6. Heck yeah, see that goes fast. Second side, 1. Strong lunges, no matter what you're doing, good form, first and foremost. I'm a broken record, but I'm okay with that because it's important. Last one. Heck yeah, we're going to do side planks now. So if you're holding still, just hang out because we'll do reps of any of the other moves. So any movement counts as 1 here. So getting into your left side plank. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Heck yeah. Whoo! That is good stuff. Now, if you're feeling really overachievy, it's not a phrase, you could just rotate over, go to the center, to the side. I'm not feeling that way today. I'm feeling like spacing it out. Plus, I want to face y'all. So here I am. Hi, here we go. 1, 2, breathe. Oops, I'm just kind of sticking with that. So again, whatever helps you, challenge yourself. We have 3 more. You can do it. Stay with it. Whoo! And release. Best news ever. 12 high knees, and then we are done. So here we go. Standing nice and tall. Again, you can add that obliques. You can run. Goes fast. 11 and 12. Heck yeah. Shake it out. Give yourself a round of applause, a high 5, high 10, whatever makes you happy. So, okay, nice work. So we're gonna step side to side. Be real casual about this. Let your arms hang. We're just catching our breath. Tap in front. Roll out your shoulders. Good work, everyone. If you've made it here, you're to the luxurious part of the workout. Tap in front, heel up. So I'm just bringing my heel to the ground, toes are up. Again, this is just to help us get our heart rate down. You might walk around and grab a drink of water. Whatever you're doing is probably fine as long as you're moving. You don't want to sit down until your heart rate's lower. So again, whatever works for you. Okay, so let's start to add some structure here. So bringing your right knee up, step it back. So this is super gentle. We're not doing lunges. We're doing a little weight shift and balance and getting a little stretch in the leg. Make it maybe a little bigger. And now step back with your right leg, lean into your front leg, and just maybe add a little movement, a little bend and straighten of the back knee. Shifting your weight forward and back. Keep the chest nice and open. I know when I'm tired, I tend to round. Our lives are very roundy that way. So really keep an eye on keeping that chest open. This time we're gonna hold. Let's reach the arms up overhead. Pull the belly in. Squeeze your right glute and just reach a little over to the left. Real gentle here. go ahead and come to the center, and we'll switch to the other side. So you can bring the leg forward, step it back, so keeping it nice and small to begin. This tree is invading my space a little bit, so I got to back off. I guess the tree would say I'm invading its space. Go ahead and step back a little more. So again, feeling some stretch, especially in your calf. This time, let's take a big step back and hold. So again, add some movement or stillness. I know I like to keep adding a little bit of movement, but sort of challenging my range of motion gently. And again, you might kind of fold forward a little bit. Keep the chest open. So notice our own tendencies to want to round everything forward. Think of bringing your belly towards your leg, but the shoulders stay back. One more time. Let's just hold it for a moment for 3. Standing tall for 2. And 1. Go ahead and bring your legs center, nice and wide, toes pointing out. Hands to your thighs. Bring your right shoulder down. Push into the legs. Come back to the center. Other side. So again, go ahead and make this as big as you'd like. You can look up to the ceiling. That feels good. Once more each side. From here, tip your toes forward, fold forward. Now, if your hands can't reach the ground, that's fine. Bend your knees, or maybe this is where it's nice to have something like a block. In yoga, we use a block to bring the floor up to us. And slowly roll up. We're going to stretch out our hip flexors. So go ahead and come to your knee. And as always, if this bothers your knee, a pillow under your knee is great. So let's tuck the back toe under. Squeeze this right glute to open up the hip. And as we did earlier, I forgot to do on the second side, so we'll spend a little time here. Squeeze that right glute, super important to do that. And then reach over to the left. Lean back just a little bit. And go ahead and release. Second side. So we'll spend a little bit of extra time here because I realized I forgot that as we did this standing. So again, coming to a nice strong position, squeeze this left glute. You'll feel that opening up the front of your hip. Good stuff. Reach the arms up and stretch a little to the right. Now, if you're not engaging your glute, you don't want to reach over. You want to keep yourself nice and upright. So be gentle. Come back out of that, and we'll go one more time again since we didn't do it on the other side. And go ahead and release. We're going to do a seated pigeon variation. If you don't like this variation, you can go to the ground and lie on your back like we've done in class. Go ahead and bring your right ankle over your left leg. Now I'm pushing into my hands to help keep my spine nice and long. I'm going to do a little chin tuck here, lengthening the back of my neck. And release. A little chin tuck, a little multitasking here. And release one more time. And release. Let's do the other side. So from here again, little chin tuck, lengthening the back of the neck. So think about the back of your neck, maybe growing like an inch here. If you're really rounded forward, it might be even more. And release. Reach your legs out in front of you. Arms come up. Bend in your knee is totally fine. Forward fold. So keep it small. A lot of times we get weird in this one. We round our back a lot and do things so that we feel like we're getting deeper into the pose. But I want you to think about just creating length in the legs and in the spine. And that hinge at the hip just facilitates that length. It doesn't matter what you're holding on to or how far your hands get. I want you to feel a stretch in your hamstrings, in the back of your body, all that good stuff. From here, go ahead and release. Let's rise up. Now you could certainly do this lying face down on the ground. I like to avoid that because with this microphone, it sounds terrible. So go ahead. You can also hold on to something, a chair, windowsill, whatever. Go ahead and grab onto your right laces for a quad stretch. Press your hips forward. Open up the chest. Maybe bring this other elbow behind a little bit for 3, 2, and 1. Let's do the second side. Again, bringing your heel to your glute. Open up the chest. Bring this other elbow back a bit for 3, 2, and 1. From here, just like we began, we're going to roll up the shoulders. We're just going to do a little shoulder opener. I've been doing this in everything I've been teaching this week. Reach your arms out to the side. Flip so that your palms are up, thumbs back, and just pulse back here, getting a stretch in our chest. Now you can keep pulsing or you can hold this opening. I want you to think of your shoulder blades pulling back but opening as well. So they're not just pulling together, they're also opening for 3, for 2, for 1. That is our workout for today. Thank you for being with me. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I hope you have a